throw's going up.
Cambridge has to be a little bit careful in those big physical plays, but going back to the play beforehand, the Buckeyes.
And
but I've been really impressed so
what a
far.
finish there. Her back was pretty much the other way, and she was able to flip it up and in for the and one.
Nice move by Bell, outside of her range. Another give and go, but Feuerbach can't handle it.
Cambridge
Taylor Stremlow
gets that free throw. She's really been struggling from the line, 47%. Too short off the front iron.
And now midway through the
rebound pulled down by Rutledge. She looks to go to work on hits the short jumper.
She's got it.
Good defense, though. Second chance.
That was not a 4-point play opportunity.
Wilson.
Stremlow trying to get through that screen, but the three still did count. Here's Herder knocking it down from long
They double-double 2 games ago against Belmont down to the Bahamas. 12 rebounds, 15 points, 15 rebounds.
To shoot the backdoor cut. Lauren Beach. Scott, the pump fake, able to get past Stolke. Looking backdoor again. Beach, 2 seconds to shoot. Here's Scott from long range, and she's got it on court with speed. McCabe was looking for it. A quick closeout by Herder. Deal, an offensive foul. She made contact with Lamro.
Really, Thibault Dudanis can coach, and they haven't just played a soft schedule the last few years.
Janelle Brown stops on a dime. Christina Pham nets the 4th.
On pace for their 31 3-point average. They're actually on pace to exceed that.
Hannah Stolke maneuvers her. Former member of Penn State. There's back-to-back threes for Fairfield, and they are Iowa now in the bonus. It's going to send Feuerbach to the free throw line.
Just keep Ava Hayden attached to her player. This is more suited to defending the three.
And that's perimeter and forcing them to be mobile. On the baseline, Cole eases her way in. Fairfield, all confidence right now. You talked about it, Shimmy, how they come into every power conference. 10 seconds to shoot for the Stags, leading by 9 points. The lob inside to Anderson, but blocking it is Hayden.
Shot below 40% from 3-point. That is remarkable.
And when that is in capital letters on her scouting report, that says a whole lot. How about another?
The leading scorer in the conference right now in the MAC, but she's all threes are in the paint.
Journey Houston, a crafty finish. Anderson's gonna lose it. Here's Addie Deal with a chance for a breakaway. She's gonna lay it up and in for an easy 2. Day-to-day at this point. Not normally her usual position, but someone who's willing to do anything for her squad. Here's Stolke. Lamro's got to make something happen. 2 seconds left. She floats it up. No good that time. Layla Hayes low. He's giving a look inside. Hayes looking back door. Perfectly executed, but second effort much better there for Bar. Quick closeout there on McCabe. She hit the first 3 of the game on the first possession of the game. Stremlow, nasty move behind the penetration inside by Herder. Here's the trailer and Anderson off target. And Scott fouled by Feuerbach. Scott, more swinging around the perimeter. Lamro for a 3 halfway down, and 11 per game. They had 6 in the first quarter. Offensive foul is going to go on Iowa. Anderson no good as she flies to the rim. Journey Houston back into the game. Here's McCabe, the trailer for 3. She's got it.
McCabe, or that nice drop-off pass by Taylor Stremlow.
Lamro contorts herself in the air and dishes, but showing no fear there. Hayden slipping, short corner shot. Houston is good.
Again.
Down. Henderson, her first missed 3 of this contest. Deep post up for Houston.
I think of Iowa women's basketball, I think of scoring, I think of transition, I think of high-powered offense. But this team plays defense. They are gritty.
The basketball, 2-person game with Anderson. She tries to snake along the baseline. Feuerbach is trying to force that turnover. And it's been no good from 3, and Fairfield is certainly cooled off, but still shooting 40% overall from the floor. Hayden is going to go right at outline that word, especially around the rim.
Jane Jensen was one of the best post coaches in the country as an assistant, and it's obvious that
10 seconds to shoot for the Stags. Straight on Von Vliet for 3. That misfires. And Hayden, anything Iowa run, fueling their defense as well. Here's Addie Deal. Trying to protect the basketball against Brown. Deep post up for Hayden, standing
where they are right now defensively. Their defensive rating is 21st in the country, and their offensive rating is 25th in the country. It's a great block by Ava Hayden.
Want these players to be fierce, to show their passion. And over 4 minutes here in this second quarter. 3:30 to go before halftime. Bam loses it along the baseline. Working the offense through the freshman Deal. Number 18 ranked player in the country. The ball goes inside to Hayden. It's the magic of being a great post player.
It is.
It looks easy at the finish.
Right.
Anything but. Here she is again. The double.
Fairfield, because they're being really grabby, really handsy. I think
Fairfield stagnant. See if Iowa is able to
continue to be aggressive, because Fairfield is not going to back off with their pressure. It's
one possession game late in the first half. Houston kicks it out. A deep three by Deal. How about that? By Layla Hayes. Through the confusion, tries to go right at Hayes. Leaves it off on Vliet. The mid-range is good. 5 seconds left. In the hands of Deal, a defender goes down. The mid-range, she's got it. Called for a technical, but taunting in her face after a block. Good to see that kind of sportsmanship. Here's Stremlo launching a three. No good back to success with deep post-ups. Now 2 seconds to shoot. Stremlo has it knocked away. She has to heave. Knocks it down, but they're going to call it the floor. Anderson swarmed along the baseline. She's been stymied, and Herder is going to travel along the perimeter. Defense from Brown doesn't get any kind of breathing room. And Stolke looking for that drop step turnaround, not there. Flying for the rebound is high. Stags trying to regain the spark they started this game with, as Anderson has that poked away inside, and she flips it up and in. Stolke has continued to climb in terms of her free throw shooting from her freshman. Lamro sees that double team come, leaves it for Anderson, splits defenders, but she will travel. She's just letting herself develop. She comes in as a McDonald's All-American. There's a lot of pressure along with that. She's handling it well. Here's Hayden from long range. The Fairfield Stags made 6 threes in a row in the first quarter, but they don't get back on defense here. An easy lay-in for Chit-Chat Wright as well, but she is still going to be that focal point for opposing defenses. 5 seconds to shoot. Here is Coe sweeping across. 2 seconds left here for Herder, who heaves. That's no good. And it's going to be a turnover back. Hayes will face up, leaving it for Deal. Great size at the point guard position. Loses the handle, though.
Nice job with the counter move, but it was the length of Hayes that she couldn't escape.
Somehow that ball finds it inside to Stolke. That's going to be an offensive foul to the...
A really high-scoring team, so I think it says more about Iowa's defense than anything.
Fan deep in the corner, her way through, couldn't get the touch, and staying here once more. That didn't touch rim. 5 seconds to shoot. Campbell smothered a .4 on the shot clock. Brown taking it out. Time running out, looking for that lob to go. She is fouled on one opportunity. Now 10 seconds to shoot. Hayden wants it. Gonna turn around, knock it down. Under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Still a couple possession games still, as Deal the mid-range doesn't go. Houston the offensive outside of her range. Just gonna give it up along the perimeter. 10 on the clock. Lamro weaving every direction, goes right at Hayden. Doesn't have the now 10 on the clock for Deal. Ava Hayden too deep to stop, but it just bounces out. Fill those lanes. You see a high-low here. Hayden is going to give it up. McCabe, a deep three, leaves it.
Jensen did is she immediately took over the reins of this program and put her.
Final 30 seconds of the third quarter. Anderson gets free. They go underneath the screen. She can't make. Will be Herder to take it out. With the Hawkeyes leading 54-42. They have stifled the Stags along the baseline. Sydney Scott not. 5 seconds left. Stremlo splits defender, stripped, and then puts it in. She's stuck. Third game in a row as the starting point guard for Chit-Chat Wright. He continues to recover from an injury. Here's McCabe. Quick trigger three. She's got it again. 94% of her makes from three for her career. Working for the high post. Houston is hit hard. She touched well. Here's Hayden. from the second hash, and Iowa's going to reset. And a foul inside again here in the fourth, starting to pull away. McCabe, a great look. That's going to be left short. The offensive rebound, Feuerbach. It's not going to count.
In the middle of it. So great glue player for Iowa.
In her 6th season, sweeps across the lane. That's no good, but Ava
In offense, and that's to catch and shoot threes. She does it really well.
Here's Brown with the catch and shoot. She drains it. 11 triples. College athletics, being a signal caller on the sideline, and he's been very open with that journey as well. 5 seconds to shoot here for Addie Deal. The Iowa Hawkeyes 4 of 5 shooting. Herder gets herself free, and she'll can a 3. Julie Feuerbach on the backside. 5 seconds on the clock. That did not touch rim. Here's Hayden streaking to the cup. Iowa does a great job getting back against Brown, but Lamro's just going to hoist the 3, and she's got... That is now 13 threes for the Stags, who have just forced an Iowa turnover. Don't look now. Could they make this a single-digit game? Third quarters now back on target. 5 of 6 in this fourth frame. Feuerbach for 3. Perfectly timed. Keeps it alive. Stremlow hops into the paint, leaves it for Feuerbach, and she's got another. Fairfield comes away with the steal. Pham is going to be stopped inside. Maybe should have just taken that left lane. Taking some time off the clock. 2-player game. Hesitates, attacks, and finishes.
Assists to go along with it.
Sydney Scott from deep drains it for the Stag. Under 10 to shoot for Stremlow, who's in trouble. What a pass on another pass inside. And
Jan Jensen and her staff, because it is hard for Carly Thibault-Dunanis to find. No one wants to play this Fairfield team because they're so dangerous.
That is the level of respect. The Hawkeyes have eclipsed 80 points. Now 5 to shoot on the defensive end as Pham somehow finds the bottom of it.
No matter who the opponent is, but I am happy that, hey, we were able to knock down 17.
Iowa had been second in the Big Ten in opponent field goal percentage. This doesn't just happen, but it's happening again.
Iowa's opponents shoot 25% from behind the arc.
There's Stolke getting downhill of Fairfield's opponents. This is a team to watch out for. The 11th on the season. Hayden has been great at the free throw line as a timeout and a well-earned victory over a premier mid-major team. The final score, 86-72.